Hey YouTube, Kier Twig here, bringing you guys an update to my Madolche deck profile for December 2014. Was getting a little bored of playing Shadalls all the time at locals, so I thought switching to Madolches would be a lot of fun, and it was. I really had a good time playing last locals with it. Missed doing all the different plays, so I thought I'd bring you guys the update to the deck, so let's go ahead and get started. I run 3 Madolche Madolche, pretty standard to run 3 of a lot of the Madolche cards in the deck. Madolche is no exception. She's your searcher of the deck. Every time she's normal summon or flip summon, you can add a Madolche monster from your deck to your hand. So she's pretty much just search, a great opener in the deck if you want to start off with a small play. I also run 3 Madolche Angeli. Whoops, that is not an Angeli. That is a Mezzangelato. There's the Angeli. So 3 Madolche Angeli. Pretty standard as well. She is a big part of the deck. Her effect is you contribute her to special summon a Madolche monster from your deck to the field and then shuffle it back into the deck during your next end phase. So your main target with this card would be Madolche Hootcake, which I also run 3 of because Hootcake's ability allows you to banish a monster in your graveyard to special summon a Madolche from your deck to the field. So a lot of the problems with Madolches with Hootcake is that they would shuffle themselves back and you'd have no monster targets in your graveyard. But since Angeli tributes herself, that allows for the monster fodder for the banish requirement for Hootcake to special summon a Madolche. And most of the time with Hootcake, I'll go for a level 3 Madolche, like Mufuel, for example, or Mezzangelato to get off the spell or trap search along with it. That's pretty vital to the whole deck. Plus, I also run 3 Mezzangelato, 3 and 3 Alaudalis, pretty much because you got to open your plays, and nothing wrong with keeping the consistent plays of those cards. 3 Mezzangelato, when Mezzangelato is special summon, you can add 1 Madolche spell or trap from your deck to your hand if you control a face-up beast-type Madolche monster as well. Hootcake and Mufuel both meet that requirement, so having those on the field with Mezzangelato give you the search you need. Plus, I use this card for a lot of the rank 4 summons in the deck. I also run 3 Mufuel. Pretty standard in my opinion, because with Mufuel, if you end up drawing Mezzangelato, it can be a dead draw most of the time, but with Mufuel, you'll normal him, use the effect to special summon a Madolche from your hand, and you'll meet the requirement for Mezzangelato as well, allowing for that search. And Mufuel also helps with a lot of the other cards because let's say I normal the Mufuel, I could special the Hootcake, and if I have the requirements in the graveyard for the Hootcake, I can special summon a monster and have the Xyz target for Hootcake being Mufuel right on the field already. Plus 1 Spell Striker. Spell Striker really helps basically just for those extra Xyz summons like Mufuel, and 2 Maxi. Pretty standard hand traps. You want to get monsters in the graveyard easily, and Maxi meets those requirements. That's it for monsters. Let's move on to spells. I run 2 Madolche Chateau. This is the field spell of the deck. This card allows you to have all your Madolche monsters gain 500 attack. When it's activated, you shuffle all Madolches that are in your graveyard back into the deck. And if a Madolche monster would be shuffled back into the deck, you can add it to your hand instead. So Chateau is great for just keeping hand consistency with Madolches. Instead of losing them to the deck, you'll add them back into your hand. And I also run 2 Madolche Ticket. Ticket allows you to search your deck for a Madolche monster and add it to your hand when one would be shuffled back into the deck or added back to your hand. And if you control a fairy type monster, which would be Madolche Queen Tiramisu or Pudding Cess, don't run Pudding Cess, so it's just Queen for me. But if you do, you can special summon the monster you search. So it allows for a lot of field consistency as well. Plus, I also run 1 Book of Moon, 1 Regeki, and 3 MST, because back row is a problem with this deck. You want to be able to get your plays off. That is it for spells. We'll move on to traps. I run 1 Madolche Palooza. Most of the time, just like to search this card with Mezzangelato. I don't want to end up drawing it. So being able to swarm the field with all the Madolches you've gathered up in your hand can really make or break a game you're in. 1 Solemn Warning, 1 Bottomless, 2 Deep Prison, 1 Compulse, 2 Fiendish Chain, Torrential Tribute, 2 Wiretaps. The Wiretaps really help because traps, like I said, really kill a lot of the big plays you're going for, and 2 Breakthrough Skill. So that's it for the main deck. We'll move on to the extra. I run 2 Madolche Queen Tiramisu. She is a big part of all your plays in the deck, but don't call a queen big, in my opinion, because you probably won't live to regret it. Like I said, with her shuffle ability, your opponent's cards really don't stand a chance, minus them big time, and a lot of cards can't really respond to being shuffled back to the deck. A lot of them resist battle, card effects, and whatnot, but not that. Plus 1 Cowboy, 1 Castell, 1 Lava Vault Chain, 1 101, 1 Black Ship, 1 Maestro, 1 Invoker, 1 Soul of the Silver Mountain, 1 Acid Golem, 1 Alucard, 2 Leviair. Leviair is very important in the deck, and 1 Zenmaines. So, yep, that's it for the deck profile. Hope you guys enjoy. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and Kira Twig out.